Hey, what's happening YouTube? Rod J back. Take a look at another beer. We're going to take a look at one today from Goose Island. This is going to be their experimental ale that was released winter 2015. This one was actually bottled December 1st, 2015, which they actually put on a label. See if that camera zooms in a little bit. But one of the things that Goose Island also does with their beers is they actually will put on the information how long a beer is supposed to last. And on here, it'll tell you 180 days from the bottle date. So that would actually take us out to June 1st, 2016. Today is actually May 12th, 2016. So I forgot I had this in the fridge, so I need to go ahead and get it out and give you guys a review on it. This one comes in at an ABV of 6.2%. It also comes in at 50 IBU. So Goose Island, you know, they're not really considered to be a craft beer now as much because they've sold the stake in Anheuser-Busch, and with craft beer, that by definition, you can't have more than, I believe it's 25% of a stake owned by one of the major brewers. But they still make some okay beers, so we won't call it a craft beer, we'll call it like a crafty beer review. But there you have some of the information as well. I thought the camera was zooming a little bit more, sorry if it doesn't. But it tells you on the back to serve it in a no-nick pint, which we have here too. So they're pretty good about providing information on the different beers. And it gives you a little breakdown on information as well, and tells you it does contain wheat on this one. Everything else you kind of want to know. And on the front part, they actually tell you on this one, where you see those check marks, it's telling you the hops, where this one has Celia and Millennium. So the profile Black Mountain hops take a backseat to rich, complex malt flavors in this sherry colored winter warmer. So let's go ahead and open it, get it in a glass, and talk about it. So as you can see, go ahead and get it in the glass, and it does come out with a pretty nice head on it that sits pretty much a beige tan type color, a little bit of foaminess in it as well. You get it to the light, you have a nice action of carbonation that you can see taking place, and it has that deep dark kind of amber color, very reddish orange, as you can see there on the camera as well. Clarity is great on this one, as you can see right through it. You do have a good amount of clarity, as you can see, with lots of lovely bubble action. You can clearly see to the other side and all the carbonation taking place. As far as the aroma, on the aroma, I'm getting those notes of caramel. I'm getting a lot of the malts coming out of the glass. Has a nice sweetness to it. Not getting as much of the hops. Definitely more of a malt-driven beer. It does smell pretty decent, but the caramel and kind of like that toffee type aroma are the things that kind of jump out the most with this one. As far as some of the taste, on the taste, you do get more of the sense of the hops that are in the beer. You have a little bit of that flavoring where you have some of the bitterness taking place. You get the bitterness opening up on this one in the initial flavor, but the flavor opens up nicely in the mouth. You get it really worked around. Feel a pretty heavy bitterness to the front of the tongue. Really, you can tell that it's about that 50 IBU that is in this beer. On the back end, it has kind of a crisp break. Nothing really hanging over. After taking a couple swallows now, I'm picking up kind of that silkiness of a caramel toffee type factor in a taste as well. It's kind of just lingering out there. The duration is very nice on it. A nice, what I would consider medium to long duration. Also picking up tad of what you consider like maybe a coffee type notes. Definitely a winter warmer type beer. One you want to have during the warmer kind of months, or maybe on a colder evening. It almost has a nice smokiness to it as well. You know, as far as it being kind of that cigar tobacco type taste, and that actually gets more up into the roof of the mouth than I'm actually feeling that kind of sensation. No harshness on the swallow, not much astringency to talk about on the back end. As a beer overall, it's not a bad beer. As far as the appearance, there's some more lacing, so you can see how it does lace the glass. Not a really disappointing beer. I think it actually delivers on a lot of different facets pretty good. I definitely think it is a drinkable type beer. So for me, I'm actually going to give this one a rating of, I'm going to give it a 3.25, so a B minus. I think it holds okay. It has a little bit of a distinctive quality, but nothing to really raise the bar as far. Again, this is the Goose Experimental. If you've had this one, let me know with the comments in the comment section. Chances are you probably can't find it out there now because of it about the end, probably on most of their bottles. But love to hear any feedback you may have had if you had enjoyed this one, or if you're a big Goose fan, some of the different things you may be drinking. But with that being said, appreciate you swinging by, check out another video, spending some time. Hopefully you like what you saw, and if so, just always remember to hit that like button. And of course, hopefully you subscribe to the channel, stay up to speed on other videos. I look forward to catching you on the next one. Keep drinking good craft beer. Cheers.